The City of Brownsville kicks off 2025 with continued economic growth and citywide projects aimed at supporting its fast-moving expansion. The Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport secures millions of dollars in federal funding to further enhance its infrastructure and commercial airline partnerships. And the city and its three big festival partners prepare to host the annual Charro Days week-long festivities. Your BTV News begins right now. Good day, Brownsville. I'm Marcy Martinez. Welcome to this edition of Brownsville TV News. We are coming to you from the CMD complex in downtown Brownsville. So very glad to have you with us today. Strong collaborations between public and private sectors, economic development organizations, and community stakeholders continue creating a strong local economy for Brownsville and its surrounding communities. The recent 2024 Leading Metro Locations report ranked the Brownsville-Harlingen Metropolitan Statistical Area #1 for substantial economic growth, among other things. Brownsville TV News reporter Jennifer Galvan has more in our top story.
It's the economic strength, prime workforce availability, the city's affordable cost of living, along with the quality of life and vibrancy that are making Brownsville a prime city in South Texas. It's the message driven across by City Manager Helen Ramirez when she recently led a presentation and discussion at a Friday with the City event, a community engagement meeting hosted by the city in partnership with the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce.
One city is the philosophy that working collaboratively internally with the city and externally with our nonprofits, our churches, our businesses, you represent the business community, that's the way we accelerate and we are more successful as a city.
Evidence showing Brownsville continues to improve employment and education opportunities for its residents and elevating the future social status of its younger generations is backed by its economic mobility. A recent report by the Census Bureau and Opportunity Insights and Harvard University shows that Brownsville has increased its intergenerational mobility by 7%. That's the idea that children will do better financially, socially, and academically than their parents. This is backed by a 5.4% increase in Brownsville's employment opportunities and an almost 19% increase in wages in the private sector.
Some of the reasons why, whether it's the SpaceX phenomenon, the LNGs, Rio Grande, Texas LNG, and their combined $24 billion investment, they've already hired over 1,000 people. The Port of Brownsville is an economic driver, right? It is number 3 in investment and exports in the nation. So it's an emerging port and really it's been very successful in its investment thus far.
One of the larger employers in the market, SpaceX, has its own growth from 500 employees in 2019 to more than 3,000 today. This means new residents in Brownsville. The city's leadership has plans in place to expand the city's infrastructure, which is top priority according to Ramirez. The city is tackling its largest capital improvement plan in its history with $300 million dedicated to roads, drainage, and public safety facilities.
When you look at your tax dollar at work, your dollar here, over really 50% is public safety. So much of our operating revenue is personnel. It's the crew, the hotshot crew that is milling and overlay. It is our police officers, our wonderful fire department, is our emergency operations center.
The city is also focusing on downtown with a revitalization plan, enhancing parks and trails, and expanding programs for seniors and youth. The city is also launching a private 5G network for public safety and smart technology. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Jennifer Galvan.
And there will be much more on what's to come in 2025. Mayor John Cowan Jr. takes the stage at the Performing Arts Center at the Texas Southmost College during his annual State of the City, Edge of the Future. It's scheduled for Wednesday, March 26th at 6 p.m. Doors open at 4:30. For ticket information, you can contact the Brownsville Chamber of Commerce at the number there on your screen, or you can purchase tickets by scanning the QR code also on the screen. Brownsville's financial health and economic growth receive a strong credit rating from the S&P Global Rating. The independent credit rating firm assigned the city a AA+, up from a AA. The improved rating applies to Brownsville's existing limited tax debt, and it applies to the anticipated $54 million combination tax and revenue certificates of obligation set for citywide improvements. The rating is expected to lower borrowing costs, enhance the city's ability to fund vital infrastructure projects, and keep taxes manageable for residents. The AA+ credit rating reflects Brownsville's sustained economic growth, sound financial management, and strategic investments in infrastructure. This includes investments in economic development and public services. The rating also underscores the city's role as a regional trade and commerce hub, bolstered by thriving sectors such as aerospace, international trade, tourism, and manufacturing. A new report by the Texas Comptroller's Office shows Brownsville has an impressive growth in sales tax revenue. The report states that during the first 11 months of 2024, the city generated more than $53 million in sales tax revenue. This number highlights strong consumer spending and economic activity in our city, which is good news for local businesses. The report included cities from across Cameron and Willacy counties and distinguished Brownsville as the leader in tax revenue. The city of Harlingen followed with nearly $31 million in sales tax revenue. To the Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport now, where officials say new funding dollars from the Federal Aviation Administration will accommodate the future growth of the airport. More than $1.5 million are coming to the airport to fund the reconstruction of 6,000 feet of existing paved runway 1836. The project is a part of a three-phase, three-year plan to fully reconstruct runway 1836, which has been in use since 1985. The reconstruction is essential to maintain safety and accommodate growing traffic.
So the FAA does visit the airport every year to conduct their annual inspection, and in doing so, 1836 was last reconstructed in 1985. We had a rehab completed back in 2004, and typically an asphalt surface does last about 20 years. So we're getting to that period now where we need to consider either rehabbing or reconstructing.
The funding to the airport was made available through the bipartisan Infrastructure Law's Airport Infrastructure Grant Program. The state-of-the-art Brownsville South Padre Island International Airport operates with airline partners that include United, American, and Airus. Direct flights to multiple cities are available through a convenient and efficient airport, Fly Brownsville. Visit the website on your screen at flybro.com. Airport officials are inviting local businesses and academic institutions to promote their products, services, and locations. The airport has numerous advertisement opportunities on their permanently installed large color screen monitors that span across the terminal. I know you've seen them. Nearly 500,000 travelers walk through the halls of the airport on an annual basis. Local residents also enter the terminal to eat on the first floor, Las Calacas restaurant. Advertisers can purchase space in 4 key zones, such as the main video wall near the entrance, baggage claim, TSA checkpoint areas, and the gate sections. Pricing varies by zone and is outlined in an advertising marketing kit available on the airport's website. The kit includes details on pricing, demographics, and impressions. For more information on advertising at the airport, contact Lorena Cardona. Her contact information is on your screen. A new addition to Brownsville's growing business landscape, a new Starbucks location is opening its doors. The new store is located at the intersection of Minnesota Avenue and Ruben Torres Sr. Boulevard. This location brings 22 new jobs to the community and contributes to Brownsville's expanding economy. The growth doesn't stop there. Plans for a 4th location are already in the works. City leaders say this expansion is a major milestone. Brownsville City Commissioner at Large A. Tino Villarreal Jr. emphasized the importance of growth beyond the northern part of the city.
I think the biggest sign here is people think Brownsville's growth is just north, but to come out here in District 2 and to be in this area, I think it's long overdue for all the businesses, residents, and people that live on the east side of town.
This new Starbucks location is a bit different from the others in town. It features a drive-through and order-in service, but no indoor seating. There's a new option to gas up near the Target shopping center now. A new Stripes convenience store just opened its doors at the corner of Morrison and Pablo Quisel. This new retail store brings in 30 new jobs to the local workforce. Representatives for Stripes shared that this marks the 34th Stripes location in Brownsville, providing employment opportunities in both the store and its in-house restaurant. The Brownsville Community Improvement Corporation continues to offer local residents the chance to make a go of their business ideas. The Economic Development branch of the city recently hosted its Startup Texas Pitch Fest at the eBridge Center for Business and Commercialization. In collaboration with the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley Entrepreneurship and Commercialization Center, the event featured live business pitches. It included networking and the popular Community Choice Award, where attendees get to vote for their favorite pitch of the event. This year, both the Best in Show and Community Choice Awards went to Rodrigo Burberg for his businesses BINHX.com and CarInspections.com.
We know the potential is here. We know the ideas are here. They just need a little push and resources to succeed. And that's what we do here at BCAC with programs like Startup Texas.
Both online platforms are designed to empower car buyers with the tools to make smarter decisions. BINX.com offers affordable vehicle reports, while CarInspections.com connects buyers with mechanics who provide thorough vehicle inspections. With continued growth across Brownsville, city leaders want to ensure that the overall presence of our community is enhanced. Efforts to improve public spaces and roadway aesthetics for residents and visitors alike are now underway. The City Commission recently approved a municipal maintenance agreement between the city and the Texas Department of Transportation. The new agreement allows the city to increase the lawn mowing frequency in public spaces, especially along Expressway 77. TxDOT is responsible for the lawn care there, but city leaders have opted to increase the city's role in cleanup efforts. Currently, TxDOT mows these areas just 4 times a year, but with the updated agreement, the city can supplement those efforts using local vendors or internal crews as needed.
TxDOT has right-of-way. Why do you see 3 feet of grass? Because they have a mowing contract that wasn't working. And so the City Commission on Tuesday approved a new contract, a municipal contract with TxDOT, the Department of Transportation. And now we will have the ability to pay and mow a lot of those and clean up our expressway.
City officials emphasize that additional mowing efforts will be strategically scheduled to avoid conflicts with TxDOT's existing maintenance plan. The Brownsville Public Utilities Board is moving forward with the Resaca de la Guerra Resilience and Restoration Project. It's a multi-million-dollar initiative aimed at improving water storage, strengthening drainage, and enhancing local ecology. The $4.65 million project will dredge more than 40,000 cubic yards of material to increase water storage capacity. It will also remove invasive plant species, stabilize the embankments, and install 3 large storm interceptors to filter out debris.
Resaca de la Guerra, it is really the only waterway that has direct input into one of our water plants. In case of emergencies, we can draw water from this resaca to be able to treat it when something happens to our piped water that comes from the river.
The project will also enhance recreational spaces with 2,000 linear feet of walking trails, benefiting residents and tourists, particularly birdwatchers who flock to the area. BPUB recently received an initial notification that the project will be awarded $3 million in federal funding, with a remaining $1.65 million matched locally. Construction could begin late this summer. Brownsville City Commissioner Brian L. Martinez has been awarded the Texas Municipal League Institute Certification of Recognition. This prestigious honor is given to municipal officials who complete 42 or more hours of continuing education courses within a single calendar year. Commissioner Martinez's accomplishment marks the 2nd consecutive year he has earned this distinction, highlighting his ongoing dedication to professional growth and leadership. His commitment reflects a strong desire to better serve the people of Brownsville. Nearly a dozen candidates are on the May 2025 general municipal election ballot for city commission seats. The city of Brownsville will see an election for 3 positions, including City Commissioner at-Large B, City Commissioner District 3, and City Commissioner District 4. Candidates had until February 21st to file proper paperwork for their candidacy. To be eligible to vote, residents must be registered by April 3rd. You can register at the Cameron County Elections Department or visit their website to download the voter registration application. To preview all registered candidates for the 2025 municipal elections, log on to the Brownsville City Secretary's webpage. You can scan that QR code on your screen and it will take you there. We want to take this opportunity to thank City Commissioner at-Large B, Dr. Rose M.Z. Gowan, for her service to our community. Her term in office will come to a close this May as outlined by City Charter. A commissioner since 2009, Dr. Gowan, a medical doctor by trade, made it her mission to advocate, educate, and implement strategies for healthier living and a healthier Brownsville. One major partnership she forged is that of the University of Texas Health Houston, School of Public Health Brownsville, and the city's health department. The partnership was designed to improve nutrition and accessibility of healthy food choices for all of our residents. It is through that work that she was instrumental in the design and development of the Brownsville Farmers Market. She served as the first chairwoman of the board of directors and led the market to become a Texas certified farmers market. It was later recognized as a model of excellence by the Texas Department of Health and the U.S.-Mexico Border Health Commission. Dr. Gowan was a leader in designing and adopting the Lower Rio Grande Valley Active Plan, now known as the Caracara Trails. It leverages active tourism and active transportation strategies to improve the health and wellness of the region. That project has been adopted as a Rails to Trails Conservancy Trail Nation project, that is. It consists of 428 miles of trails on road, off-road, and on water as it connects to 11 city partners across Cameron County. Thank you for your service to our community, Dr. Gowan. We appreciate you immensely. The Brownsville Police Department hosts an event that makes the history books at the city. 2 female officers promoted to sergeants. Brownsville TV News reporter Laura B. Martinez was there and brings us this story.
The Brownsville Police Department recently held a promotion ceremony honoring 3 officers as they advanced to the rank of sergeant. This ceremony marked a historic moment for the department as 2 female officers were promoted to sergeant at the same time. Sergeant Jacqueline Ramirez and Sergeant Catherine Gomez took their oath of office in front of fellow officers, family members, and community leaders.
We have never in the history of the Brownsville Police Department or the city ever been able to promote 2 females within the same ceremony. Interestingly, we have another 2 females on that promotional list, which is good for a whole year. So now that brings the total promoted sergeant females within the organization to 5 as well, which is also historical in nature.
Chief Salceda said the Brownsville Police Department follows what the bigger, more modern organizations do when promoting its officers.
We're just very proud to be able to bring this together today. It's monumental, and it's nice to be able to see the fruits of our labor.
Gomez has been a Brownsville police officer for more than 14 years, and her promotion to sergeant is something that she is ready for.
It's a great moment to be able to experience this and be part of it, knowing that this has never happened before. So we're paving the way, and hopefully we're an inspiration for all those little girls out there that want to follow in our path.
Ramirez said she has a lot of support behind her as she studied for this new sergeant's position and will be one of the sergeants in the patrol division.
I'm very emotional, and it's just tears of happiness. There was a lot of support here for me, and that's the same support that was behind me this whole journey. It's been like about 6 months. I'm just very grateful to be in this position right now.
This milestone highlights the dedication and leadership of Brownsville's officers, showcasing the progress and opportunities within the department. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Laura B. Martinez.
Sergeant Jacqueline Gomez and Sergeant Catherine Ramirez, congratulations to you. It is quite an achievement. On behalf of the City of Brownsville, thank you for your service to our community. Brownsville Crime Stoppers hosts its 12th annual Do the Right Thing Luncheon. The annual event serves as a fundraiser for the nonprofit which promotes safety and community engagement. The event featured McAllen Police Chief Victor Rodriguez, who addressed attendees on the importance of community service programs and leadership roles within police departments. His insights highlighted how law enforcement can effectively collaborate with the public to build safer neighborhoods.
Brownsville Crime Stoppers is a tool that the police department uses with assistance from the community. The program is all about getting the community involved to assist the police department in apprehending criminals, in recovering stolen property, in solving crimes. That's where the community is greatly involved in.
The Brownsville Crime Stoppers continue to serve as a vital link between law enforcement and the community by providing an anonymous tip line. Individuals who submit useful tips that lead to an arrest are eligible for a reward. City officials ensure they prepare the next generation of leaders for public service with a unique board of directors. The city's Youth Advisory Board is in full swing, and students from across 18 public, private, charter, and home schools are taking advantage of the opportunity to learn. The board is part of an initiative that has been empowering high school students to actively participate in shaping the future of the city. The board invites 11th and 12th grade students to provide valuable feedback to city leadership, share fresh ideas, and manage youth scholarship funds. The funds help students across Brownsville access dollars for educational and professional development.
I'm really grateful for the opportunity that the city of Brownsville has given, and I'm pretty sure that the youth will be able to capitalize off of the different opportunities that will be coming out of the Youth Advisory Board in the near future.
While participants of the Youth Advisory Board have already been selected, students are invited to attend the monthly meetings. They are held on the second Saturday of each month starting at 10 a.m. at the Brownsville Public Library. Meantime, City Hall opens its doors to the local Boys and Girl Scouts for the 73rd Annual Brownsville Scout Government Day. This event allows students to step into the roles of city elected officials and leaders, learning firsthand how local government works. Brownsville TV News reporter Juan Castellanos has the story.
Welcome you all to Scout Government Day.
The Scouts began their day at City Hall, where they were welcomed by Brownsville Mayor John Cowan Jr. He stressed the importance of civic engagement and encouraged the Scouts to ask questions about local government. The Scouts were then sworn into office by 103rd State District Judge Janet Leal, who encouraged them to take full advantage of this opportunity. Once sworn in, the Scouts took on the roles of mayor, city commissioners, city manager, and other key city positions. City manager Helen Ramirez provided insight into the city's operations, explaining the structure of the city commission and the roles of commissioners. She also introduced the Scouts to the new Youth Advisory Committee, a program designed to give high school students a chance to engage with local government. She also shared future city projects, including plans for a new public safety complex that will house the city's police, fire, emergency management, and cybersecurity operations. During the day, Scouts had the chance to shadow city officials and learn how city departments function. One city commissioner emphasized the importance of this experience for the next generation.
It's the most important thing in the world to put kids in a platform for them to succeed and to be in action. Right? It's a different thing to be in a classroom and being taught how to do things than to actually be physically doing things.
Scouts also shadowed city department heads, including the Director of Public Works and city management teams. For many participants, the day provided a newfound appreciation for local government and civic responsibility.
What they did today was that they had students that were elected officials. So we had our mayor, we had city commissioners, and then we had students take on roles such as city management, the Director of Public Works. And so all these different 21 city departments were out here, and the students get to shadow for the whole day as to what the roles are. And so I'm very happy and excited that they're doing this so they can be knowledgeable. They can go back home and inspire, aspire, and let their family members know what the City of Brownsville directors get to do on a daily basis.
By the end of the event, Scouts left City Hall with a deeper understanding of how their local government functions and how they can get involved in their community in the future. For Brownsville TV News, I'm Juan Castellanos.
The Scouts who participated said the event inspired them to consider future leadership roles in a local government setting. The City of Brownsville continues to invest in youth engagement programs, building future leaders through experiences like Scout Government Day. It's that time of year again where our community comes together to celebrate the binational relations between the U.S. and Mexico. It is time for the Charro Days Fiesta celebrations, the week-long event that brings in several thousand locals and visitors together in downtown Brownsville. Brownsville TV News reporter Juan Castellanos has more on this fiesta so many of us look forward to.
The annual Charro Days Fiesta will occur from February 27th through March 1st. It's an 88-year-old tradition. Conceived in 1937 by a group of local business leaders, Charro Days commemorates the Mexican heritage of the area on both sides of the Rio Grande.
Back in 1937, many businessmen got together and looked at the situation. The Depression had just happened, the economy was not doing well, and the spirits of the people were very down. So they got together and they said, you know what, let's do something to lift the spirits of the community and also stimulate the economy. So Charro Days was created in 1938 so that things could get going and people could start celebrating.
The first Charro Days featured parades, dances, races, a bullfight, a rodeo, a concert, a grand ball, and Noche Mexicana. It has grown to a 3-day festival that features 3 different parades and other events throughout the week. Planning for an event that attracts visitors from other parts of the Rio Grande Valley and Brownsville natives who return home for the celebration is done year-round.
Charro Days is an annual affair all year. We start strategizing. As soon as one happens, we start strategizing for the next year. So you could say all year we are here deciding what to do for the following year.
The Charro Days events are made possible by volunteers, the directors, board members, and staff at Charro Days Fiesta. Each year, the fiesta grows bigger and bigger, with more people wanting to join in on the citywide celebration. The fun begins with Baile del Sol, followed by BISD's Fiesta Folclórica, Sombrero Festival's 3-day event at Washington Park, and the 3 parades. The Children's Parade is set for 2:30 p.m. on Thursday, February 27th, and the Illuminated Parade is at 7 p.m. on Friday, February 28th. On Saturday, March 1st, is the Grand International Parade, the biggest parade of all.
This is a beautiful parade because we start the parade with many, many horses. Then we have a lot of floats, a lot of band participants. So we invite everybody to come see that. Charro Days is all about the people. It's all about the community. With their support, Charro Days can be successful. So it's real important to see the support of the people. And every year, our goal is to make it bigger and better every year for the community.
For Brownsville TV News, I'm Juan Castellanos.
In addition to the parades, Charro Days also brings in a carnival to town. The attraction is available for 2 weeks between February 27th and March 9th. To see a complete listing of all Charro Days events, you can log on to their website, charrodaysfiesta.com. Another part of the Charro Days festivities is the Sombrero Festival. The annual event is hosted by the Sombrero Festival Association at Washington Park in downtown Brownsville. It will feature both day and nighttime events, including live concerts, family-friendly games, food, drinks, and so much more. You can visit sombrerofestival.com to learn more and purchase your tickets. And the final piece of the celebration, the Mr. Amigo Association's festivities. They recently announced Latin Grammy-nominated singer, songwriter, musician, and producer Jose Cantoral as Mr. Amigo 2025. The announcement took place at the TSC iTech Center, where a crowd of local dignitaries and community members gathered to celebrate the occasion. Honored by the recognition, Jose Cantoral expressed his gratitude for being part of the Mr. Amigo tradition, which fosters friendship between the United States and Mexico. This honor holds special meaning for him. His late father, Roberto Cantoral, was named Mr. Amigo in 1981, and get this, his sister, Itati Cantoral, received this title in 2015.
I feel blessed. For me, it's a great honor and a tremendous privilege to be Mr. Amigo 2025.
As Mr. Amigo 2025, Cantoral will take part in the Charro Days Festival, continuing the long-standing tradition of celebrating Mexican culture and strengthening the cross-border ties between Brownsville, Texas, and Matamoros, Tamaulipas. The city's multimodal transportation department recently received a $5,000 grant from Texan by Nature in partnership with HEB. The grant was awarded to plant trees along the West Rail Trail in northern Brownsville. The grant is part of the retailer's Trees for Texans program. It's a year-round initiative dedicated to planting native trees and supporting environmental sustainability across the state. The city's Engineering and Public Works City Forester's Office has purchased more than 30 trees, including live oak, Texas mountain laurel, Monterey Mexican white oak, cedar elm, and Goma del Sur.
By planting more trees and providing more shade, we're providing more opportunities for Brownsville residents to be outside, be active, and enjoy all of the nature we have to offer.
The City of Brownsville thanks Texan by Nature and HEB for their support and looks forward to the continued growth and success of the Trees for Texas program. Together, the seeds for a greener, more sustainable future are being planted. And finally, the Gladys Porter Zoo has a towering new addition to its giraffe herd, and this one stands out literally. The zoo has officially welcomed Malcolm, a 17-foot-tall male giraffe, making him one of the largest giraffes ever housed at Gladys Porter Zoo. Malcolm was transferred from Zoo Miami and has quickly become a favorite at the Giraffe Landing feeding experience. Zoo staff say Malcolm has adapted quickly to his new home and is already comfortable interacting with visitors at the feeding station. This exciting addition reflects the Gladys Porter Zoo's ongoing commitment to animal conservation, education, and care. Before we go, I want to invite you to stay connected with us. Scan the QR code on your screen and receive our Brownsville Community Newsletter. We look forward to keeping you informed. And that's all our time for now. It was great spending time with you. I'm Marcy Martinez. We'll see you next time.
One city.